Well, I guess we're gonna do a little bit of flying bow hunting here on these snow geese. There's a pretty big flock coming right over the top of us. And so let's get ready. Oh, bad wind, bad wind, bad wind. Oh! What a rip. Well, the good thing is, that should get this huge mountain goat to give us a shot. Which, that is kind of a giant. Whoa! Whoa! What happened? Did it not go through the snow hump or something? Oh my god, that was an epic shot. Okay, so if we back up, essentially we should be able to see a huge hole in the ground. Or some kind of powder dust, because that should have for surely connected. Whoa, there's another good one up there. Way up there. Alright, where is this one? So the one time I don't hold high, we actually needed to hold high because that was 250 yards, which we would have probably had some drop. However, in this case, we're gonna see what it does at about 300 yards. Oh, we got two geese coming in. Two female. All right, so we're gonna see what it does at 300 yards, or about as close to as you possibly could get. It felt pretty good. I'd say we still honestly hit that thing high. Now he's hit twice. And at which point we just need to make sure we put another one into him to get him down quicker. And I kind of lost sight of him. Actually. Hard to tell, but that may be level 2. Yep, we did get him. Okay. Alright, well, I am curious where we actually did hit on that one there, but for the most part, I want to see how big this one is. Not the one walking, of course, but the one that we made an absolutely epic walking heart shot. All right, here happens to be our giant mountain goat laying right here. And did we pull up? Actually, we got a heart shot. No, not a heart shot. We got a neck shot, which was about to catch the heart. Had he taken one more step, we probably would have gotten a heart shot. But still, made an epic neck shot at 280 yards on the walk and a 102.22. So kind of a giant mountain goat. Okay, we found him. Let's see if we shot too high that time. And no, just too far forward. Wait a second. Wait just a second. At 330 yards, we shot too far forward. But then at 309 yards on the run, we connected on a lung shot. Are you kidding me? What a shot. It's going to be a gold as well at 93.57, but I cannot believe we hit him on the run perfectly. Though it's not a giant, it's still a pretty decent whitetail buck, and we got one out there at about 100 yards out from us here, so he's bedded. We're going to take a shot just like this. Alright, looked like we made a pretty good shot there. And he is in fact going down. Now there was another decent buck in here as well. And if we do jump him up, we may take a shot, but if not, then we don't. It's not that big a deal. He wasn't really that big. Okay, so this is really cool here. Nice vital hit. You can see he ran off this direction. And then here he is down right in this brush. Okay, so we got a spine lung shot at 99 yards and a 164. Wow, we got that thing pretty high. But it took him down quite nicely. Well, there's a huge lake out here, and honestly, I'm surprised, but there's only one mule deer on it. This massive lake. And to only have one small, well, somewhat medium-sized buck is crazy. Unless... yeah, no, they can't be any further back or that'd be out of bounds. So yeah, one buck. But he's out there at 160. So it's better for us to take him down than to leave him. This time we held right on. And I guess it wasn't even that good of a shot. Ow. My goodness. Well, we got a brush gun and we're gonna use it. What happened with the first shot? What? That was a perfect shot. It didn't give us... hold on a second. Proper ammo. Why did the percentage not drop at all? Class 5. I think this goes up to class 6. I'm curious about something once. I mean, look how far this thing ran and it stayed at 50, not even 50, it was still at 75 to 100%. It was legitly still at 100% by the time it ran all the way over there. So I need to figure out if it says blood rate low. Because it almost would have to have. Yep. That's where we took the first shot. It's showing vital hit. Okay, blood rate low. That's what I figured it was gonna do. But vital hit, just blood rate very low. Well, now we know. The shot was perfect. It just was a really tough buck. Really, really tough buck. I ended up taking 4 shots at the thing that actually finally took it down. But we got him. And he's actually kind of a decent buck. So first shot was going straight for the heart. Then shot him again. The second shot got lung as well. The percentage still didn't drop. Then we hit it again. And again. And eventually he did go down. 174.8. Well, I found another pretty big herd of muley, but this one's the biggest one. He's got that kind of whitetail looking rack, and he's 250 yards out, so this time we know we can get a good hit into him and it's still going to take off. But we also know right where to hold, which is pretty much top of the lung at 250. Oh my god, what the heck did we just hit? What the heck did we just hit? He went down almost instantly. I'm thinking that might have been a hard shot. And we could try for a double on that one as well. It had potential. See, that's what should have happened. And the fact that the percentage dropped almost instantly on the other one down to 0 is kind of wild. There's another one in the back over there, but not very big. What's interesting about this is this lake is half the size of the one that we were just at. And there was only one buck there, but this lake has already 3 different bucks that are borderline shooters. But the other one we're gonna have to do some tracking. Okay, here he lays. He's a good buck too, about a 230 or 240s buck probably. Ooh, I was way off on that. 211. But it's because one side is pretty decent. The other side is like a small whitetail rack. That makes sense. Talk about a shot though. Let's take a look at this shot. A 248 yard double lung heart shot. That thing sunk in there absolutely perfectly. And we did have a little bit of drop there because I was holding for mid to upper lung, and that time we did have about 8 inches of drop. Wow. Talk about penetration. and 1 epic shot placement. Very nice. So then this one still should be a vital hit. It's just that we only got a single lung, I would imagine. Although I don't see any blood here. Unless we passed it up. Yep, I don't see even a speck of blood here. Maybe we shot over the top of him. Huh. Clean miss, I suppose. I'll take it. But yeah, no blood at all. Wow. That's a pretty rare occurrence. Very rare occurrence for me, actually. Because honestly, even if I do hit it or shoot at it, I at least hit it or get some kind of blood or something. But I do prefer to not have any blood at all. So we don't have to worry about tracking them down. Tiny, tiny buck there. Manitoban bull. Whoa. We got wolves. Ooh. We actually may be able to pull off a shot on this one. Bad wind, but if we can get a shot, we'll take one. Can't quite see him. There he is. Oh, oh, is he gonna bed down there? Oh my god, he did. He bedded down. No way. Just smoked him. That was kind of awesome. That was kind of awesome. He was bedded out there at about 200 yards. And we could just barely see him. Centered him and squeezed the trigger. On a nice gray wolf. A very nice wolf. Alright, so we shot at the wolf right over here. We got tracks. I do believe these should be from him. Alright, here's blood. Right here. Should be going this way. Yeah, going this way. Right here, and there's more blood here. Yep, it is a vital hit. It's just that it's a big tough animal and it was a long ways out, so there's not going to be a whole lot of blood. Basically, if you look at this, it says this is good from class 2 to 6, and the wolf is a class 6, so that means it's just barely big enough for the wolf. Mule deer tracks. Alright, there's our wolf down right over here. He was a pretty nice male too. 36.76, and we got a double lung spine shot at 203 yards. That's probably the best shot that we could have had, considering the circumstances, with this rifle. The fact that we hit spine and lung, it slowed it down quite a bit. Versus if we just hit down 6 inches, it would have been perfect double lung potentially, but that spine really helped us out quite a bit. And there you have it. A big old gray wolf. Oh, tiny little muley. And the bear. The bear is a class 7, so we can't even technically use this 30-30 on the bear. Well, we could, but we just aren't going to get full score. I hear something else coming through here. Oh, he dodged it. See, if I would have pulled back and I would have seen him, we could have made that shot count. But that's all right. Nice trail coming through here. Ooh, you know what would be cool if you could actually see spots in the snow that were all padded down, and you could see the dirt. spots similar to this, which would be areas that the deer were feeding in. Man, that would be cool. Man, that would be cool. Oh, you know what would be really cool is if you get to a spot like this and you would see a big bare spot out in the middle where it looked like it got patted down by a bunch of deer, and the reality is they were actually just feeding there. So essentially what you have is a big circle with, you can see the dirt coming out of the ground and you can see kind of where the deer were feeding. That would be pretty cool. Again, same size box. Small, small, and even more small. Oh, that one is not small. That is a 200 plus. 220 plus. In fact, there's two 200 plus bucks there. About 180. Nothing on this side. I tried to get a follow-up into that buck there. I don't know if I did or not. Don't know if I did. I mean, I know we drilled the first one, but I don't know what happened after that. Might have gotten him a little too far forward. Well, looks like non-vital, so we did connect on that buck. I'll take it. And then here is the first one. 223, it's gonna be a gold. 223.92. And I thought the first shot was good. We got a heart shot, 176 yard heart shot with a new 30-30 lever action rifle. And look at the stickers on this buck. That is a sweet looking buck. Wow, this is quite the sight. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bighorn. And then there's probably 7 or 8 muley down here. But there's one giant buck right there. Well, he's not as big as I thought. I mean, he's a beautiful, beautiful muley. But I can't really tell which one is the biggest one here. That's a sweet looking split G2 buck. That's a good buck too. So yeah, I'm not really sure. And it's not that it's a bad problem, because it's not, but it's still a problem. And that is, which one's the biggest one? Sometimes you can't tell. And at that point, you just gotta kind of choose which one the coolest one is. Or I guess you could still potentially choose the biggest one, but the biggest one isn't always the coolest one. And then also, is it better to take down that big muley or the bighorn? And the bighorn is decent, but he's not giant by all means. So, tell you what my thought is here is potentially try and take down both of these. This big 4 here with the split G2s, and then this big 3, which is the same as this 4 here, because they have identical racks. Yeah, I think we'll do that. All right, we'll try and slide over a little bit more and see if we can't double up on both these bucks. For sure. Ooh, decent bull. Real decent bull. 170s probably. You know what? We may... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We may have to take him down or we're going to get attacked. And I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. If that's how you want to play it. I'm fine with that. We just smoked that thing, and Texas hard shot the heck out of him. He went down already. How fast? That might have been a Texas hard shot. I don't know what else we would have hit to make him drop like that. But anyways, here's our $2 right here and right there. All right, here we go. Oh, centered that buck perfectly. He should be hammered. And then that buck there. Nope, not getting that one. Ooh, I almost took it. But we already got a moose to deal with here. Alright, what the heck did we hit in this guy? A Texas brain shot. That's what we did. Legitly a Texas brain shot right through the back hind quarter. Legitly a Texas brain shot right through the back hind quarter. And somehow it came out right in the center of the brain. It's a big bull, 206. Yeah, I knew he was big. I knew he was big. I did not try and catch him in the brain, but you know what? It took him down, so we will not complain about that. No siree. And we also have what appears to be level 2 hunting pressure, so that means both bucks went down. Awesome. And it also means that both bucks should be laying pretty much side by side, so if we find one buck, we should be able to find the other one. More blood here. Looks like he was headed straight through this brush. And then should have went down somewhere in here. All right, we got more blood here. Tracks still going. Remember, if we find one, we should be able to find both of them next to each other. Still going. And I'm seeing a buck. Okay, I see one. Where's the other one? Gotta be around here somewhere. Well, here's this one. 151 yards and a 223. That's actually the second buck that we shot. Yep. Perfect buck. 223.33 gold. That's the one with the stickers. And so then the first one should have been down here too. Or are you gonna make me go all the way back to the beginning to track him down again? Ooh. Almost 400 yards this thing ran. And the other buck should have went here too, but I don't see any blood, so that means we gotta backtrack. There's blood. Okay, down to 25%, so it seems like this buck didn't quite make it as far as the other one did. There's our buck. So here's the first buck. And this is actually a really nice buck. Oh! Oh yeah, it is. It's gonna be a 244. And it's obviously a gold, but a 150 yard lung shot took down this buck. I never would have guessed he'd be 240 plus. What a sweet rack though. And what a buck. Wow. That was something special. Imagine if we got like a giant 5 medium like that scored diamond with that same very similar rack where you have the split G2s like that. Oh, that would be so cool. But that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.